Hello everyone, I'm Data from JGX, and now I will review the Platinum Collection available now in MechWarrior Online store, including the quirks that some of these mechs are meant to receive in March, in the March patch, so in 1 month from now. Before we get started, if you haven't done that yet, I'd like to remind you to subscribe to my channel, share the content with your friends, hit the like button. So, packages. Platinum Collection. We have 2 packs, Clan and Inner Sphere. They come $20 each. Every one of these mechs comes with Hero Sibyl boost. So basically you're taking 4 mechs that have the Hero Sibyl boost. They are not new mechs, they are mechs that are already existent. You can buy them through Sibyls in-game already, so you don't need to pay to get these mechs. You can get them with Sibyls in-game right now. The point is that if you take them this way, you get the hero bonus. So you gain more Sibyls when you play by using these mechs. And you have the special camos. Like these sort of camos are specific for this kind of pack. And you cannot get these camos in-game. So basically you're paying $20 for these camos and to, let's say, heroize these sort of mechs. Buying it through MC, honestly, an hero mech costs more, so the deal is honestly pretty decent. PGI, the final word is to PGI. They always decide in the end if they accept our proposals of quirk passes, but if they do, and they usually do, the GenerF is going to go like this. It's going to have extra 2.5% and extra 5 heat. How do you set up the GenerF? GenerF is good this way with 6 medium lasers and 3 jump jets. It goes like this. You can go LFE easily with LFE, or eventually, if you want to put an XL, you can, so you go also faster. You have the same amount of heat sinks, but you're just faster. You could go with an XL because usually speed is life in quick play. The mech handles like this. Again, I already own all the mechs, they all leveled up, so I can show you how they feel before you waste your time buying them and then you end up with something that you don't like. Consider that most likely in March this will get extra 2.5 duration and extra 5 heat, so the laser will burn slightly faster and the heat will handle slightly better. So the way you use this is a laser Pop-Tart. You get into a place, you find your target, and you Pop-Tart like this. You don't Pop-Tart vertically, you get raped. So next one, we have the Hunchback 4P. Hunchback 4P is the laser one. It receives massive quirks to compensate for the bad hitboxes. It has a lot of extra armor now. The order in which I put these one is not casual. The order, basically I want to put the large pulses at the top and the small lasers at the bottom. 3 large pulses to high peak and then the small lasers to alpha strike everything when the enemy comes close. This is one way to do it. It definitely works. So you basically get close to a ridge. And you start peeking from the ridge because you have the high mounts and you place the large pulses up high. And you tank every time. And then if you find yourself into a brawl, basically the small lasers are high heat neutral. You can keep firing these non-stop, and this is actually a lot of damage. Or if you feel you want to do it in another way, if you have heat, spare heat, you can just alpha strike everything. So, next one, Catapult K2. The Catapult K2 is going to receive some quirks, most likely. Always, final word is always to PGI. They need to accept our quirk pass. But if they do, in March, the K2 is going to get AC velocity and some heat applying also to the ballistics and not only to the energy. So, Catapult K2. There are many ways to set it up. For quick play, I usually prefer DPS builds because you need to rack up damage fast. This is how I would do it. The ACs will be slightly colder with the March quirks, and they will fly faster, so they will sync better in terms of speed with the PPCs. They'll actually almost hit all at the same time, so the build will be better. You can do it this way. When you're hot, you keep firing the AC-10s. Or you hide. Side note, you could potentially fit the laser hunchback with some sort of laser vomit setup. It is definitely possible. It's just that most people just always find themselves into brawls, and the duration of the small lasers and the large pulses is easy to handle. So it's easy to set it up that way. But just to come back for a second to the hunchback, there is another way you could set it up. You could just run 8 medium lasers, because it's this mech, or even 9, because the hunchback has HSL quirk. You could do something like just like this. These will not ghost. And you could try, like many people do, a standard engine and then fit the heat sinks. The problem is that you get halved and you lose everything. So you don't need a standard engine on this. You can easily excel this mech. Of course, every time, if you go like this, layout, column, right torso, you will see where the lasers go. So since the first one goes up high, you put the strongest one up, like this, and then you continue with the weaker ones. No. I'm trying to put the large laser up high. Okay, there you go. So once you set it up like this, it's pretty easy to put the heat sinks in. Since you have extra tonnage, you can even fit an LFE. You can try an LFE if you want. And this is how it would handle. Again, it's a side peaker. This is a side peaker. Vomit.
Level critical.
And that's it. As for the last one is an Atlas, the DDC. So it's the CM one. The way I would set it up is with 3 SRM6s, an AC-20, and 2 snub nose. Do I put Artemis? Do you put 3 tons in Artemis? Or you put 3 extra double heatsinks? Of course you put the double heatsinks. You put the double heatsinks. Standard engine, ECM. And it handles like this. Eventually, if you want, you can alpha everything. As for the clone ones, we have the GenerF2CA. It is going to receive some quirks in March, most likely. 5 heat and extra survival. I suggest you to build the GenerF2CA with 6 medium lasers and jump jets. Same concept of the other Gener, pretty much, but with clan lasers. So slightly worse at brawling, but slightly better at range. Same concept of the other one. I won't show this as well because it's pretty obvious, but this is the setup. Hunchback 2CB, you can do a lurmer out of it, like the jump jets, a narc, and the lurms. So you jump, you shoot the narc, you knock your own targets, and then you lurm. Or you could build a brawler. You can put ATMs, you can put SRMs, and a couple of medium poles in the CT, like this. A quick engine, like this. You put your own ammo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Some jump jets to pop tart brawl. And then you heatsink, spam it. So you basically almost never overheat. This is how you could do it. Not amazing, honestly. It's a pretty mech. Orion, this is a brawler. Orion 2CA. This is how I would do it. SRMs, LB20, medium pulse, fast engine. It just got survival quirks, missile heat, and some top speed. This is how it handles. It's pretty fast and heat efficient. and it also has quite a bit of armor. The last one is the Highlander 2CB. Highlander 2CB received massive quirks for missiles, and I use it as an LRM boat. Cooldown, heat, 10-10. A lot of armor. Unless you want to do another brawler with SRMs out of it, which is getting pretty boring, honestly, I would run it this way. I think this is one of the best Lermers in the game, by far. Because it has heat to run all of this shit, it has cooldown to Lerm even more, it has quirks on survival, and this is how it does.
Target acquired. New target acquired.
So the Lerms are basically neutral despite the cooldown. And you can also fire large pulses.
Target destroyed. New target acquired.
Basically, the DPS that this mech shits out is amazing. Worth buying them. If you don't own these mechs and you want 4 mechs with the hero bonus, maybe yes. Specifically the Inner Sphere one, because the GenerF is good, the Hunchback 4P is good, the Catapult K2 is good, and the Atlas is good. The Clan one, honestly, it's a bit redundant. Because they just put, except for the Gener, they put a bunch of missile spam mechs. So the clan ones are not chosen in the proper way because they are redundant. The Hunchback 2CB is a missile boat. The Orion A 2CA is a missile boat. The Highlander 2CB is another missile boat. So it's a pretty boring pack. If I had to choose, I'd say that the Inner Sphere one is a better choice. And that's it for today, boys. If you enjoyed the content, please remember to subscribe to this channel, hit a like, share the content with your friends, and I'll catch you guys next time.